starting now. Hey guys, welcome to episode 83 of 4PlayerAnimecast. It is the 17th of December, which is actually a Sunday, but I'm sure all our listeners knew that from our send-outs in the social medias. And this is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the most fun shows of the year, bar none. And it is the Winter 2018 preview show. Yes, it is the preview show for the upcoming winter season. And as we have, often said on this podcast, the winter seasons tends to be one of the more interesting seasons because a lot of the big studios take some breaks a lot of times. The or even the bigger studios or a lot of the smaller studios come out to play, and even the big studios that do make anime for this season tend to use sort of more experimental series either like anime original stuff or light novel originals or adaptations that are a little bit more like off the mark than the regular stuff that you see in the summer, in the fall, so on. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. There's not too many series this season. As usual, again, we do use the Anime News Network list to base around our stuff. On this ANN list, there are approximately 41 series, and we're going to be covering about 32 of them. Nine of the ones that we're not going to be covering are pretty much sequels slash spin-offs. So, for the people who are interested in those series, you'll probably already know about them. So we're not going to be covering them. But yeah, pretty quiet season. But again, since it's winter, going to be pretty fun. And we're going to do it in our usual format. Thumbs up, brief summary, brief chat, thumbs up, thumbs down. And yeah, so I do want to go into this as quickly as possible, but just I guess we should round out with like a closing statement or like a farewell, I guess, to our fall 2017 season, as we usually do, sort of like a retrospective. Dark, and what'd you think of, I guess, this past season?
It was pretty solid. It was actually a lot. There was a lot more I watched than I expected. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Okay.
Things I expected to be not so good, I think was pretty accurate. But there were also things that I didn't think I would enjoy as much as I did. I probably gave shit to Neteju at some point in the preview show last time.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, was I wrong. Assuming I did. I probably did.
Yeah.
Knowing it just because of the title of the show, I probably gave it shit, so.
Yeah. Nier. What'd you think about this fall season?
Fall was pretty good. Fall was actually really good. There was a lot of stuff in fall. I feel like fall was probably best season of the year, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of big stuff that maybe didn't quite live up to expectations. There was a lot of smaller stuff that really surprised me, and some stuff that I just knew would be good and was good.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely the best season of the year.
Yeah, I definitely agree that there were a lot, maybe slightly more surprises than I was used to. I think on the whole, the slice of life sort of group, the gang that usually comes around for fall was a little bit weaker. Konohana Kitan wasn't really up to par. Neteju was pretty nice, but some of the others, stuff like Blendes wasn't, as good as maybe people expected it to be. It was kind of
the memes, Fire.
Yeah, well, I don't watch that shit, so.
Yeah.
Don't you like the Blend S memes? They're great.
Shobichi or Boku Shobichi was a little bit whatever, obviously, just because it ended up iffy, so on and so forth. The other stuff was more or less, pretty decent. Like the stuff that wasn't slice of life, Girls Last Tour was pretty nice. Mao Tsukai no Yome, that was, as long as people kind of just kept it on a straight, road on its sort of original plot, like, nobody was really going to complain, right? Hosuke no Kuni, I didn't really watch, but I did hear consistently good things about it. Anime Guitars was surprisingly nice, actually. That was like one of the only, again, slice of life stuff that was like okay. Some of the others were a little bit hyped up too on the action side, but obviously were kind of shut down. Juni Tyson got a little bit sour. Kujira got pretty sour, right? But on the whole, I think the non-slice of life parts of this season carried the season pretty hard for the most part, except for one or two series. Again, like Netuju, Anime Gataris, that kind of held it up a little bit. So that's just my thoughts on it. Toast, you want to talk a little bit about what you thought about the fall 2017 season, and also, I know since you want to talk about this so much,
I don't remember what was
a
in
little
fall
bit.
2017.
Okay, you want to talk about a little bit about Heaven's Feel too.
I know that Mahoutsukai no Yome was part of this, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked what was that? Two Car. I actually did like that. That's pretty good. I'm trying to
You
remember.
watched Black Clover too.
Oh yeah, it got worse. No, don't worry.
Wow, shock.
Boruto.
Not really. I mean, it's okay. It's
All right.
Yeah,
How was
this
how was
season was
Heaven's
alright.
Feel, Toast?
How does Heaven's Feel?
Pretty good. There were some cosplayers that came when I watched it, and some Grand Order only players that showed up in the theater too. And I was like, why are you even
Haha.
here?
Secondaries.
Because there was this one person that was dressed up like Dr. Romani, and he was with the Shiro, Rin, and Saber cosplayers. No Sakura, unfortunately. Why would you even show up to Heaven's Feel without a Sakura?
Because nobody likes Sakura.
She's just a craft essence anyway. Who cares?
All right, so
No, PO, I did not cosplay because I went with the group. And I was like,
did it.
no.
all right.
What'd you do, Nier?
Ignore.
I
No,
got-
okay.
I did it.
What'd you do, Nier?
Shut up.
This is a momentous occasion. I want to hear.
I got the Hitamari 5-star.
So right now, just before the podcast came out, we all kind of randomly got into Kirara Fantasia, which is a recent mobile Japanese RPG game with like all these random crossovers from a lot of the series that we think are cute, like Hidamari Sketch, Madoka, 8 Channel, Yushiki, just to name a few. But yeah. And we got into it, and the good thing we found out about this is that it has its own reroll button inside the game, so you don't have to spend time rerolling by deleting your account and stuff like that, or deleting your data. So yeah, congratulations here.
Good job, Nier.
But yeah, thank you for telling us about Heaven's Feel. Toast.
Oh yeah, Heaven's Feel. I watched it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, is it pretty straightforward? Like relatively faithful truncation of what happens in the visual novel.
Oh yes, there's some scenes that were different than what were in the visual novel, and there was a lot of condensing, as what be expected for a 2-hour movie that covered about a third of the plot.
At least
Okay.
it's 2 hours and not 1 hour each, like Kizu.
I mean, what can I say about this movie? There was a nice Rin, but I should have taken a picture of it. I regret not doing so.
That's all you need to know.
And the fight scenes, they look really nice. They're the movie quality. With the dynamic cameras zooming in and out between characters, like legs and whatnot. Like they're on a 3D plane instead of one static camera shot for a fight, like you would see in an anime. But they were kind of lackluster, I would say, compared to the really good stuff. The very first fight scene between Archer and Lancer in Unlimited Blade Works, that was a pretty substantial one that set the benchmark for the rest of the series. This one, not so much. They, like, how each Fate route has its own prologue that's universe for everyone, they skipped over that. They just showed unlimited Blade Works footage and got you up to speed for that part.
I mean, what do you expect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Pio.
yeah, the first movie, it's mostly like world building and just, setting the tone for it. This is happening. Something's gone wrong with the Grail War
So a
and
lot of it
whatnot.
will be elaborated more in the other two parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Pioche in the chat is asking, and I find that this is an important question too. But did Toast also cosplay?
No, I went with the group.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna be a weirdo like that.
Well, I don't know. I think being a weirdo is already too late for you, Toast. But
Should have had that hidden power level and just worn the Shiro jacket.
yeah.
I could have,
Geez.
but instead I just wore a leather jacket.
All right. Okay, so I guess with that we
It's a,
will
it's
now
a good it's a good movie. I
Yeah.
definitely recommend watching it twice, like I did.
twice. Oh my god. All right. Thank you,
I'll
Toast.
be back in a year with Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel
You mean
movie 2, Lost Flower.
5 years later? You mean?
Yeah,
5
7 years later.
The Lost
7
Flower?
years later. Jesus. But yeah,
Lost
again,
Butterfly. Oops.
all right. Thank you, Toast, for the How's Feel update. And with that, we're going to move quickly on to the previews. Again, the format is going to be everybody gets a pretty short amount of time. Like I want to say 30 seconds ish for each series. Just talk about it, give like if they think it's good or not, and then at the very end give a thumbs up, thumbs down for each series. Okay. All right. So first off, Idolish 7. A group of aspiring idols gather at Takanashi Productions and are entrusted with the company's future. The 7 men who have just met represent a variety of totally different personalities. However, they each have their own charm and possess unknown potential as idols. Forming a group, they take their first step together as "quote-unquote" Idolish 7. Their brilliantly shining dancing forms on stage eventually begin captivating the hearts of the people. It's male idol stuff. It's whatever.
I'm not
me,
interested
thumbs
in
down,
boys.
obviously.
No thanks.
All right, Nier, 30 seconds go.
I'm only interested in boys if they are servants from Fate. So no, thank you.
Or if they cross dress.
Or both.
Or both, yes. All right, Dark.
I didn't watch the fucking 7 that came out this season, so I'm gonna pass
So
on this
true.
one too.
There were legit like 3, 4 plus that came out. It
Yeah, and
was
they
like,
all look like shit.
yeah,
This one at
the
least
worst
looks
part is they
better, but
did
it's
very,
not saying much.
yeah.
Does
Adam Side M looked okay, right? I think it wasn't like great, but it wasn't.
Does Netju count as one of these kinds, or no?
What?
'Cause there are lots of pretty boys in
What?
that one.
Wait, what?
What?
That's
Is it just a pretty boy show?
much different focus.
No.
They look kind
Okay.
of boring.
So next one is a place further than the universe. In Japanese, is called Uchu yorimo toi basho. So this is also the subtitle is a story that leads to the Antarctica. So this is just it's like the 4 girls doing whatever. It's like that thing, but they're going to Antarctica for some reason. So it's like a story of them like trekking in like Antarctica and like facing hardships, but also doing their girl stuff. I don't know how it works, but as for me, I mean, I think I'm always biased to these sorts of series, especially in the winter when it's like there's a lot of these things coming out, and I'm just like, oh, it's comfy. And they're in Antarctica for some reason. That's pretty funny. So I guess I'll fucking watch this. Nier.
Sorry, what studio is doing this?
Madhouse.
What
Madhouse.
the fuck?
I like how you're just like, what?
What the fuck? I mean, I guess if it's Madhouse, I'll watch it.
There's a lot of money going into it. If you look at the names, Minase Inori, Hanazawa Kana, Hayami Saori, Mikichi Yuka.
Wait, Kana Hanazawa's in this? Then I have to watch it.
Fuck off, man. But yeah.
Didn't she recently win a Shadowverse poll for their new leader?
Can we not talk about this? All right.
Are you gonna roll for her Spire?
No. I'm gonna
will.
tech against those decks. Just
Wow.
all All right, Dark. Yes, no.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems pretty cool. Antarctica's not a subject you really hear a lot about. Also, what if it turns
At
into
all.
the thing halfway through? That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah. Not this. All right, Toast.
Will it turn into a survival game, and where they have to fight like those black snakes from Centaur's Life?
Yeah, those
Yeah,
those Arctic snakes.
Yeah.
those are they exist. They're just there.
I mean, how would you know? Have you been to Antarctic Spire?
I unfortunately have not.
I rest
I
my
live there.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right, Toast. Oh, Jesus. All right. So with that, we'll move on. And this one is, oh God, it is laid back camp, also known in Japanese as yurukan, or yurukamp or whatever.
Yuri Camp?
No.
But there's a
Plot
bunch of
summary.
girls in it.
Yes, I mean there are a bunch of girls in many series. Plot summary: Rin enjoys camping by the lake shore, Mount Fuji in view. Nadeshiko rides her bike to see Mount Fuji too. As the two eat cup noodles together, they behold the beautiful scenery around them. So it's like another it's like Yamano Susume kind of thing where it's like they're viewing a lot of scenery, like wandering around, having peaceful camping stuff. But it's more focused on the camping, I think. So.
Will we learn
I mean-
survival techniques like Bear Grylls?
uh, perhaps. No one knows. But yeah, this is another Girls Doing Camping series. I'm obviously going to watch it. Again, especially around New Year where it's snow's it's cold and it's you want to watch a comfy series like this. It's good. Dark.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know why the preview we have looks kind of weird. The preview I saw looked like a lot better quality or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder
Yeah.
why.
Looks pretty cool. Yeah, she ties that other girl's hair into a bear. That's pretty weird.
Yeah. Near.
Oh, nah.
All right.
This isn't my usual fare.
Cup of tea.
So, no. I also have no idea who C Station is. So,
Yeah, that's true. Toast.
Maybe if they learn about survival techniques, like Snake Eater style.
like CQC.
Yeah.
CQC. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Throw snakes at unsuspecting guards and make them fall off a cliff.
Throw the tents at the unsuspecting guards. All right. Next, it's called Katara Maidens Toji no Miko. Again, the title itself is Toji no Miko, and
Is this samurai girls, but not samurai girls in the same way that I'm
it's
talking
not.
about samurai girls?
No, this
No,
isn't
no.
fan service. I'm pretty sure.
This is more like Senran Kagura kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But a little bit less on the fan service, probably.
Whoa! She
I'm
has
pretty sure
samurai
this
spirit.
is just a solid mobile game. So
Yeah. Oh, it might be the more closer representative might be something like Token Rambu-ish. Yeah. But anyways, since ancient times, tri-maidens who wield swords have been exercising aratama, strange existences that threaten the human world. These young women who wear school uniforms and a sword are called toji, and they serve as an official unit within the police force as a special religious service police squad. The government authorizes the toji to wear swords and serve as government officials, and the government has set up 5 schools throughout the country for the girls to attend. Oh, so it's like fucking Girls in Panzer instead. In the spring, the 5 schools send their best toji to compete in a tournament. As the tournament becomes stronger, all of the representatives rigorously train themselves in order to get stronger and improve their skills. So it's sounding more and more like Girls in Panzer instead, actually.
Why is the main character only a 3-star? Square Enix. What are you not telling us?
What is that teaching our children? I I don't know.
Value and worthlessness.
I look at it, but then I'm just not gonna be like, wow, I'm definitely gonna invest in this series. So probably gonna watch a couple of episodes, but that's about it, I think, for me. Dark.
There was a hump you were getting to there that I was like, wow, that sounds interesting when you got to the police part, and then you just kept going and it kept getting less and less interesting. So no.
It started becoming like a ripoff of Girls in Panzer, and you're like, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh, but they also set up schools in a tournament. I'm like, okay, so there's going to be no interaction with the police at all.
Stop. All
right.
Here.
I am going to watch this show, and then I am going to sink hundreds of dollars into the mobile game,
Nice.
just according to Square Enix's plan.
What if this thing also has a reroll button?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That's an
I don't.
You don't have enough money to throw at Square Enix for that.
Yeah, sorry. I don't see this series being anything that's like even remotely unique. So
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah.
The character designs are pretty nice, but
Yeah, it kind of.
I could just play the mobile game for that.
Is it Dio Is it Dio Media? Who is it? It looks like
Let me check.
I see Square Enix.
Square. Studio Gokumi. Isn't that the fucking Yuri Yuri's
Oh
people?
snap!
Isn't it? No, it's not. Is it?
No, is it third season?
No. Animation. It's 8 channel. They did 8 channel. They did Oda Nobunaga no
Excel
Yabo.
World.
C Cube. Yeah. So Kiniro Mosaic. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it won't look terrible, I guess, but I don't know. Might as well just play the mobile game.
Yeah. Exactly. Is it toast? Toast. Thumbs on. Thumbs up.
Well,
What's
they
happening
have. I don't know. Probably not. It's not. It's not biting at me as much as Senran Kagura or Valkyrie Drive did.
here?
I mean,
Why
The
not?
fact that Valkyrie Drive bit at you in the first place.
Yeah.
who do you think would win the fight? These Katana maidens or like anyone from Senran Kagura and Valkyrie Drive?
It depends on who sells the most dolls when their clothes get
Probably-
ripped off.
Probably anybody from Senran Kagura
There you
because they're
go.
like superhumans.
There you go.
They learned the super ninja arts, dude. But yeah. The thumbs down for pretty much everybody. And moving on, we have this is gonna be, I think, one of the more hyped, at least in Japan, one of the more hyped series of the season. It is called Collection, and it is, as the name suggests, a collection of Junji Ito horror tales.
Who's
So,
Junji
Junji
Ito? Spire?
Junji Ito is a very, very famous Japanese sort of horror story slash mangaka artist, and
Doesn't he have the patented Junji Ito face, or is that someone else?
I'm
that might-
pretty sure it's Junji Ito.
yeah, that's probably Junji Ito. But yeah. So this is a horror, Junji Ito. I think a lot of people are gonna watch it. I'm not sure if I am so into it. I mean, a lot of it's gonna be pretty much straight up just trying to copy the manga as hard as possible, right? So I'm not sure how impressed I'll actually be with it. Although it kind of looks like it's kind of used to just sell Blu-rays more than anything else, right? So
I mean, I'll be impressed if it actually manages to copy the manga. Because this is Studio Dean, by the way.
all right, it is Studio Dean. Yes, exactly.
So
How interesting! How interesting it is.
It will be
Yes.
horrifying.
very omoshiroi indeed.
It's like, no, imagine it's like they do like the horror, like they do like the monster or like horror like face, right, or whatever, or it's like the story with like the holes, right, or whatever. You know how it's like they get squeezed as they go through the holes, right? But beforehand they look horrifying, and it's not because of the horror story. It's because Studio D fucked up their faces.
The
It's like,
hole in
oh,
the side of the
yeah.
mountains, the fucking blob in the shape of Lancer from that one screenshot.
Jesus.
It's not even redrawn, it's just copy pasted.
Yeah, exactly. He just like squeezes himself out of the hole. Yeah. But anyways, Dark. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
He's dead.
He's dead. It's over.
Wait, am I not being heard?
No,
Hello?
You are now.
you're now.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. No, I'm probably thumbs down, honestly. Everything I've seen from this in like the PV, it kind of reminds me of the same, like, because it's CG, right? Like, I'm not crazy. It looks like fucking the new Berserk, honestly, in some shots.
like CG.
And I'm like, I don't know about that. Because every screenshot I see, I'm like, that kind of looks like the new Berserk. And I don't really see any of these stories, because I've read a lot of these stories, and I don't really see any of them benefiting from both being animated and also being
No, it's
animated
2D. It's 2D.
Okay.
It's definitely
But
2D.
yeah,
It might
I
have
don't,
some CG in it, but it's definitely 2D.
because I don't know. It must just be the way they're drawing it. But I don't know. I don't really see it benefiting from being animated. So no, probably not.
Okay. Nier.
I like Junji Ito.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Studio Dean. I'll check it out.
All right.
Doesn't it make it all the more horrifying since it is Studio Dean?
Different kind though.
It's a meta
A
experience.
different kind of scary.
Yeah.
What if Studio Dean did Berserk?
What if you stop?
Toast.
Sure, why not? I like spirals and the one with the manholes.
Mhm.
Those are nice. And the
Yeah.
catwalk.
Yeah. I mean, I think. I mean, the thing is, it's like
you don't like horror, do you, Spire?
no, I'm fine with Junji Ito stuff like that, but it's like I I like just kind of like for Junji Ito. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I have a sort of like read the manga. I'm like that guy, but it's like especially in the case of somebody like Junji Ito, whose legend was made around his horror manga. I'm just like I kind of prefer it. I just kind of stick to the manga. I don't know. It feels just right. I'm not sure how much more Junji Ito's like collection thing is going to offer to me. I might check it out if people are like, wow, there's something in these like anime that's like done. But I mean, from what I'm seeing here and from what I'm hearing about, Studio Dean taking it over, I'm not having the best expectations, right? So
Well,
yeah.
Spire, who would win in a fight, Junji Ito or Man Gataro?
What the fuck? All right, no comment. Next, we're gonna go on to Record of Grand Crest Lore or Grand Crest Senki.
Is this related to the other previous Senki stuff that this person does?
I forget. Yeah,
Like
I forget.
Record of Lotus War and whatever?
Yeah, it might be.
Not
It
a
might.
game.
No, that's different. Though, yeah.
I doubt this is like related to Record of Agarist War or anything.
No, it's different. Yeah, it's like
Wait.
completely different.
Agarist is the game. Lodos is the old anime.
Yeah,
Okay, I got them mixed up.
yeah.
But it's the same
it's a
author of
different.
all those wars stuff.
No. That's there. I mean, these wars and like records and whatever. That's like not like that unpopular for title stuff. But yeah, Record of Grand Crest War, light novel, pretty big in Japan at least. Coming out. I have not read it, so I don't know what it's about. It's probably some light, quote unquote, politidrama with some
It's not
romance
light, it's
fantasy.
pretty heavy.
I
It's pretty
mean,
heavy. Like, I read I read the stuff, and it's mostly, we're gonna do this and military stuff, and I'm like, okay.
okay.
Very
I mean, if
politically heavy about wars, and I'm going to take over this empire, and we're
that's
gonna
that's
fight
not.
back against this empire. And the
I
empire's
mean,
like, hell, screw you guys. You're just an independent nobleman. And then they're like, screw you guys, screw you, empire man. We're gonna fight
yeah,
back. And the dude's like, oh no.
yeah.
But did they talk about potato farming and economics?
Yeah,
No,
that's the real shit right there.
no
But yeah,
economics.
oh yeah, the person who did Grand Crest also did Lodos, but this Grand Crest itself is just a light novel. But yeah, I might check it out if it's like a little bit more serious and not like, haha, romance, and also there's some statecraft involved. Like if it goes like full on ass blasted, statecraft, like legit statecraft, not like what if evil people do evil things. Like I am not on that train at all. But if the author actually does like some serious stuff, I might check it out. But you know, it all depends. Toast.
I read these things, and it's about crests. Like you get this magic crest that signifies your noble rank, and then some dude's like, this is my noble rank, and then some chick's like, you suck. We're gonna beat up other neighboring guys and take their crests, so your crest can grow bigger, and you can become the king of the crests or whatever.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Wait. Okay.
yeah, that's how the story goes.
Okay. I guess I'll read more into that, but okay.
This chick magician's working with this noble dude who's got a crest, and she's feeding the crests of the people he defeats into his crest, so he gets bigger crests, and he can upgrade from like a viscount to a lord, and like a
And
duke
I'm
and
assuming
whatnot.
that this also gives people powers alongside it, like not just
Yeah,
having a big
yeah,
crest. Yeah.
something like
Okay.
that. It's like
Yeah.
you get this power to boost your soldiers' morale or something.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay.
okay. It's kind of
That
like
makes
that.
sense.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm reading it, so I'll definitely watch it. But
Okay.
I don't like how he has blue hair. It's gross.
All right. Well, that's that. Nier.
I don't know. I like Record of Lodoss War, but I don't know. I might maybe if people are like talking about this, but
I'll talk
I
about
don't
it.
think I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna really jump on this.
Okay. Dark.
The trailer showed nothing but not very good CG, and it had real shit hard style in it, so no. I mean, I think the character art looks pretty cool, but something tells me the show will look nothing like that, so
Yeah.
yeah, I probably won't.
Okay. All right. Well, next on the chopping block, we have Slow Start. Unbeknownst to her classmates, 16-year-old Hana Ichinose was a year late in enrolling into high school. Although it may not seem like a big deal, it is a big deal to her. She wants to catch up with everyone else someday. So it's like a Kinera Mosaic kind of thing, but without the foreigner aspect.
Oh my god, there's so many lollies in this.
Wow,
That is
lollies.
Lollies. Who's this? Who's A1 Pictures, right? Yeah. And the artist looks like the one from it kind of looks like it's from Gochiusa, actually.
Whoa,
But
whoa. It has Mao and Uchida Maya in it. Whoa!
Whoa.
all right, so I'm probably gonna check this one out again. You know, that's just whatever. Nier, you're probably not gonna watch it, right?
No,
Yeah.
I am anti lolly.
You're gonna be in for a treat later.
Yeah.
Dark.
Unlike Nier, I'm not a racist. So yeah,
Sorry, I didn't
I'm gonna
know. I
check
didn't know
it
lolly
out.
was a race.
It's
It's a
true.
sacred
Some
race.
fucking alien being.
It's
Well,
like an endangered
some
species.
lollies are over 700 years old, so that's definitely not
True.
Ningen level.
It's like a separate genus at this point. Yeah. Toast.
I don't know. I'll think about it. And I'm a bit
Okay.
slow on the uptake about this anime.
All right. Tell me when you get a start on it.
I'll tell you in 1 year after I'm held back.
After you held it back and then you start watching it. Oh Jesus. All right. So next we have. We're about to hit the peak of memes. All right. Here's one more. Sanrio Danshi. Sanrio Danshi. I don't really know what this is about, but
It's about Sanrios and their danshis. Pony Canyon.
Okay, so the project's premise follows Kota Hasegawa, a high school boy who loves the yellow pom-pom pudding dog. By mere coincidence, he ends up attending the same school as Yu Mizuno, a boy who likes the bunny My Melody.
Oh,
These
no.
guys are really something else. Yu tells Kota that there's nothing to be ashamed of for liking Sanrio's cute characters. Together, Sanrio is probably like the meme like series within the series, is what I'm guessing. Together, Kota, Yu, Shunsuke Yoshino, Ryo Nishiyama, and Seiichiro Minamoto learn to accept their love of the characters instead of feeling embarrassed. So it's like all these gay boys liking cute animal mascots in a
So this
series.
is It's Okay to Be Gay, the anime.
It's okay to be really gay and like cute animal shits.
You like Hello Kitty? Wow, you're not a freak. Wait,
Wait,
maybe.
It's okay to like My Little Pony.
are you
I
a
like
brony too?
You know
yeah.
Sanrio is Hello Kitty, right, Swire?
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know.
the brand. This is a fucking like advertisement.
Oh, okay. I have no idea of the Japanese name for that shit. So. Oh my god,
Classic
that makes it
Japan.
even worse.
Sanrio Boys.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Dark, what about you?
No, God, no.
Why not? Are you saying that
Shows
it's not
boys-
okay to be gay?
I'm
That's
not gonna
pretty.
watch a show of boys in it, dude. It's alright. It's okay to like Hello Kitty. Watch a
Jesus.
show about boys though.
All right. Yeah.
Does this have like a single PV?
What
Yeah,
do you
it's
mean?
in the
I just
YouTube
showed-
playlist.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It just
Uh,
features none of the mascots and all of the boys.
Oh, okay.
That's the
I probably
important
skipped
part,
off.
Dark. The boys.
No thanks.
Toast.
All right.
Not really, no. Well, I mean, do you think some people will compare this to liking My Little Pony and be like, it's okay? You think this will be the That's So Me kind of anime? Like Umaru?
I hope not.
No, that's the one coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thumbs up, thumbs down, Toast.
No, thank you. I'm full.
Alright. All right. The next one is the meme anime that'll shake
Who the heck
shake
is
the anime.
wait, who the heck is this guy?
What?
What is this PV?
Yeah, exactly.
It's already
As
starting.
I said, this series is something that will shake the anime industry for generations to come. It is Pop Team Epic. I'm not sure if I can explain it in like a plot summary.
I got
don't
it. You know that Chen Hong Kong meme? The same guy.
It's just memes. It's like memes. I don't know what else to say. Dark.
I
thumbs
love
up, thumbs
Danger
down.
Zone.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. I have no idea. It's just a fucking like Croatian man or whatever.
Do you like memes?
Who is this white guy in Japan?
He's not in Japan. I don't even know if he's in Japan.
He is in
Speaking
Japan. They literally have a
fucking Russian,
van
though.
with like the mascot people like creeping
Oh
off.
yeah, I don't know if they sent that shit to Russia. Seems easier to find.
No.
I don't know. Like I literally listen, I've been so out of the loop on this series and couldn't be less interested in getting in the loop, but it's like if the show is good, fine, but I don't know. Like memes can't sell me on shit, so
But memes,
But I
dude.
love memes.
Memes.
I love
If
Danger
it's just
Zone.
memes, if it's just memes and it's like
The thing
not
is, it can't
really
be just
well
memes. Like they need to
delivered.
actually, they need to be well delivered. They need to be well made. It's not just
Oh.
memes. Like here's a meme. Like that's not how that shit works. But yeah.
But I love
So I'll
Danger
check it.
Zone. That's my favorite Pop Team Epic meme.
Toast. Thumbs up, thumbs down on Pop Team Epic.
But I love Danger Zone.
All right, I'll take that as a thumbs up. Near.
There's literally no info whatsoever on this series.
But it's hype. It's.
I think there's info on the voice actors, but that's
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I forget where I saw it. I think I saw it on Mall
I
or
saw
A&M.
no cast information.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, near.
If there was like, I don't know, a screenshot or something of what the animation style is gonna look like, maybe. But like, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
I can't like.
too. Like
I
I
can't
just
even say yes or no. Like, there's nothing there,
they
right?
just want to keep it super secret, except for the fact that it's memes.
Is this going to be the bourgeoisie of IQ? IQ?
What?
TQ.
What?
Are you okay?
Thank you.
Oh,
You alright?
TQ. Okay, so you think this is gonna be the fancier bourgeoisie
It's
TQ?
going to be the bourgeoisie of TQ. Or
uh, I
instead of
I mean,
spending
if you
a
upgrade a
bowl of
trash can,
ramen on every
oh trash
episode.
can, yes. So I guess so.
Have you
Yes.
seen those fancy trash cans in like Germany though? Some kid tried to climb into it and he fell like 10 feet
It's like
down
a machine.
into a trash.
It's like a machine. One of those like machine compacting trash cans, but
Yeah,
it's like instead of compacting trash, it compacts memes.
that kid fell in there and they had to call like the garbage company to hoist out the entire trash receptacle just to get him out, and it's like 10 feet underground.
Oh Jesus. All right, so guess we'll move on from there.
Pioche
Or I
asked,
guess I mean
Pioche asked, "What if it's actually live action?"
just kill me.
Then it's not
Just
anime.
kill me. But yeah, I'm going to say no. For some reason, I'm going to say no, unless people are like, actually, no. Even if people are going to
You're
be
gonna
like,
get hundreds of memes about this fire.
I know I am. I'm gonna have to watch like
And
one episode, but I'm gonna hate it.
most of them
I'm gonna
I
hate it.
mean, do you even have to watch an episode? You probably
You could just
watch
go on
entire
Tumblr.
episodes. Go on Twitter.
Yeah, on
Fuck.
Twitter, Tumblr, they're just gonna post the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking kill me. Uesaka Sumire. That's fucking. Anyways, it's Mikako Komatsu and Uesaka Sumire or whatever, right? I guess that are doing it. But yeah, good voice actors, but obviously the series itself was whack. Anyways, the next series is also pretty meme. Shinkansen Henkei Robo, or also known as Shinkarayon, the animation. Hayato Hayasugi, the train-loving son of a train museum curator, accidentally stumbles into his dad's secret research lab one day. Inside, he finds the E5 bullet train. As soon as he enters, he hears an announcement that a mysterious enemy, the Bachigaki, is attacking the city of New Saitama. Luckily, with a touch of his father's Shinka card, the bullet train he's in transforms into a mighty robot, the Shinkarayan E5 Hayabusa. Hayato and the other children will serve as conductors to pilot the Shinkarayan. The children must work together with the adults
Oh
of the
no,
Shinkansen
children.
Ultra Evolution Institute, SUEI, to defeat a monster that looks like a jet black bullet train. Or a dick. But yeah, it's
Haha, Shinka, like evolution. I get you. I
yes,
get you.
Shinka and Shinkansen
Shinkansen. Haha.
like the train itself, right? The infamous train. But yeah, Aya Sakura is voicing the main character. They have some voice actors, but it's still about bullet train robots fighting each other. finally, power fantasy for train haunted. Yeah, it's gonna be the next thing on the train simulator. You're gonna be able to buy robot mecha DLC. Thumbs down for me. I don't know what else to say. Dark.
Session already went there, but I was gonna say like I don't have that much autism, but I mean I don't know. I watched the PV. It's like the CG is not even that good.
Yeah, this CG is fucking bad, dude.
So yeah, I'm gonna thumb down for now. I might check out like one episode and see where it goes, but yeah. So thumbs down for now.
All right. Toast.
Sure, I'll watch it. I like my Henge Robos, the Shinkansen stuff. I'll watch it. Why not?
All right. Nier.
Well, this is very clearly a kids show.
Are you sure? It seems very mature. They play with all their trains.
The CG is fucking terrible, and these mecha designs are not very good. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. So yeah, these Shinkansen fucking series. Next on the list, and this one is a guilty pleasure I have been waiting for a very, very long time. It's one of those series that I actually kept on reading even after I stopped sort of reading manga in general and moved on to web novels / light novels.
You
It
like
is-
fruit?
Yes, it is Citrus, which is essentially like a Yuri smut manga-ish. It's actually not very smut. Actually,
You
it's
just said
just
it.
Yuri.
You just said it. That's the impression you've left on us now.
Yeah, it's too late.
You should live by those words.
Yeah, I'm dead. Fashionable Yuzu. Imagine the first day at her new school, she transferred to after her mother's remarriage a bit differently. She didn't know it would be an ultra strict and conservative girls' school. So instead of a sweet high school romance, she butts heads with the stern student council president May, who turns out to be her new stepsister, and she has to learn that hate and attraction are often not that far apart.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Is this like Galco mixed with Jogasaki Mika? Is this why you like it?
Genical? What? But
Is this like my life?
literally your life. Oh, the opening theme is actually also by NaNoWriMo too, which is nice. But yeah, this is just about two stepsisters Yuriing it up, and it's a strict one, and this is the Garu one. Except the Garu one's not the very Garu. She's just like regular Joshikosi kind of stuff.
So you mean like Jogasaki? One of them's Jogasaki Miki, the other one is Rin, Shibuya Rin.
Pretty much, yes. If you want to put it in those Idolmaster terms that only half the audience will understand, yes. But that's pretty much how it goes. And it has a decent amount of sort of like, Yuri fan service, whatever. But it packages it pretty well, which is why I kind of kept reading it. And also, it kind of like does the interactions better than I expected. Like I expected it to be kind of like on off, do whatever. But they actually like say stuff and like think about stuff. That's not just like retarded, like, oh, will she, won't she, kind of whatever.
So you're saying it's a deep and fascinating insight into the world
No,
of Josh
stop
Kosei?
No, stop that.
Is that why you've been rereading it like 2 or 3 times?
Yes. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Dark.
I mean, it's like an autobiography for me.
Literally an
I'll probably check it out and see. Sounds interesting. I hope the character interactions are good. Seems pretty neat. I'm not in it for like I'm legitimately not like looking for Yuri smut because it would bore me. But so if the character interactions are good, I'll stick with it. It looks interesting. The concept's pretty interesting. So it's kind of a crime that this isn't being done by Studio Orange.
Stop this. Stop this.
Nice meme.
Or isn't there a studio that's like Kinema Citrus or something like that? Like
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, near.
I'm not really a Yuri man. So I'm gonna say.
You're
no.
gonna offend Bio. Right there.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
I'm not a Yuri guy. So.
Okay. Toast.
On a level of Kanazuki no Miko to Sakura Trick, what level is this?
It's definitely more on the Sakura Trick. Like way more on the Sakura Trick end of the spectrum.
What was that one show about NTR was that last season or season before that?
That was last season.
Netsu Trap or something like that? Netsu Trap?
You mean
Yeah.
NTR? Yeah. Is it closer to that as well?
No. It's like that shit is just like flat like, oh, you want to do something edgy, like, or whatever it is, right? Like, and then no, that was pretty garbage. It's like Sakura Trick, but a little bit more focused on the relationships.
How much 20-minute kissing is there in this?
Not much. Like there are like specific like episodes. Like it's like they'll go through like an arc and like there'll be like a reward chapter, quote unquote, right? Like how like these like for instance, how in like rom-com chapters or like there's always these sorts of like interchange like cycles between action and like non-action stuff like that. There'll be this like sort of obvious chapter where it's like everything's kind of settled down and then they kind of do their fan service. But there's not actually like constant like whatever throughout. That's why I kind of backed away from like the Yuri smut. It's not really Yuri smut. They kind of have their Yuri thing. Like obviously the theme is based around Yuri, but like they don't really have that much.
Well, since you put it that way, I'll probably no thanks.
All right. Okay, moving on here. We're skipping season 2 of Cardcaptor Sakura,
That's
and
not season 2. You damn
it's
liar.
essentially season 2.
Fine,
It
then
is.
if you're gonna skip it, I'll watch it. This is like the first.
Okay, well, I'm gonna skip
It's been
it.
like what 10, 20 years since the last one. This is a big deal for most people, Spire.
Is it a continuation or a reboot?
It's not.
She's
It's a
in middle
continua-
school
um,
now,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a
It's a
continuation.
sequel.
or high school, middle school, or around there. It's after
Okay.
she's got all the clout cards, but now she's got these clear cards, and it's like, what are these clear cards, and who's this mysterious figure?
Okay.
I'll watch it. I'll talk about it.
I mean, I know that, I realize Cardcaptor Sakura is a very big series. Like, believe me, I know. It's just that,
Can you even call it? Can you
like,
even call it a sequel if it's a recent manga
yes,
of a
because
manga
it's
that took place like what 20 years ago?
yes. Why?
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Like, it's still a sequel. Like, what do you want me to say? It's not a sequel. It's a sequel. Toast.
That's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
saying Angelic Layer is a sequel to Cardcaptor Sakura, and therefore we can't cover it. Or
Yeah.
not Angelic Layer. What's the other one?
What are you talking
Tsubasa
about?
Chronicles? Yes, Tsubasa Chronicles.
Isn't that like a spin-off?
No, it's a sequel.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that either, right? We were like, it's a Cardcaptor Sakura thing. I don't, I mean, I don't know what
Will
to
you watch it, Dart?
say.
I haven't watched the original. I don't know, maybe.
Don't you remember the sweet opening with, I think, a black lady saying it?
Oh,
Okay, I mean, if you like Cardcaptor Sakura, then watch it. Like, I don't know such a big fuss over this. Like, I said that we skip sequels for the most part. Okay, so next, Zoku Token Rambu Hanamaru. We're gonna skip that again. It's season 2 of Token Rambu. And here we come to the next one. Mitsubishi. Why do you know what Mitsubishi Colors is? It's like a series that's like not what I think it is.
Why wouldn't Pioche know about this?
Okay.
this is a show about.
Pyosh, yeah. Plot summary. In a certain corner of a certain park in a certain Ueno area of Tokyo exists a secret base of the quote-unquote justice organization called Colors. A group of 3 elementary school girls lead Colors, and the members of the group roam the park day and night, actually until evening, to protect the peace of the park. It is... Who is this by? It's by Silverlink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like... It has a lot of the people who are doing like the recent like the new sort of people who are doing like Death March stuff, and some of them just smartphone. Like Kono Marika, I really like her voice acting. She did some smartphone stuff, and she also does Death March now, I
You
think.
saying you like smartphone?
No,
You alright
I
there?
think that's you.
I can't say smartphone.
Yuki Takada and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a series about lollies. I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, what else did I say?
Is there any lolicon tendencies in this one?
I mean, probably not.
Well,
but
then it's
they're-
fine. It's something you can show your mom or your dad, or in Dark's case, his teacher, and her
A
daughter.
series about little
Don't do
girls
that.
randomly rolling
Don't do
around.
Whoa, is that an RPG? Nice.
Yeah,
It went from 0 to 100 real quick.
yeah, I'm not sure about this, but Nier.
But I don't even. What is this? Like, why does she have an RPG?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I don't.
No, I probably not. It's I want to know why she has an RPG, but if this is just like
It's the same
lollies
author.
doing lolly things, then whatever.
It's the same author as Hitori Bochi, as Spire says. Spire, Pioche.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I'm not sure either.
Hitori
I've
Bochi no
heard of it, but I don't
Seikatsu.
know what it is.
Oh, this one.
Dark.
What? Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch this, dude.
I
course.
like how you're like, you just gotta be like, yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if there's some like meme comedy thing that like appears on Twitter, like that like lets me watch it, maybe. But like otherwise, like I'm not sure why I would be watching this. Like I just don't know. But yeah. Anyways, next series.
I'll watch it. These characters seem likable.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Anyways,
What do you have against RPG? RPG 7's Fire?
What do you want me to?
What do you have against RPG 7's unlikable characters that are all based off of colors?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should just be focusing on my colors. I apologize. Anyways, next piece of news, or sorry, next article here.
Next piece of
Or
news.
series. Fucking people, fucking lolicons in this fucking in this podcast is disturbing my train of thought. Anyways, 15歳の女子高生、子供には教えられないことしてやるよ。I fucking don't want to translate this, but anyways, the idea is that it's like a 25-year-old just kosei. Hana Atori is an earnest, good-natured 25-year-old woman whose cousin refuses to go to high school. Hana takes her cousin's place and attends the high school. On her first day, though, Hana's ruse is discovered by her former high school classmate Okita Kanye, who happens to be the high
Kanye?
school. Can we not? Please, let me finish this. I'm fucking about to explode. High school classmate Okita Kanye, who happens to be the high school's world history teacher. Yes, I know the Amagi Brilliant Park reference you're about to pull up. Thank you. But anyways, yeah, this is just more like, smut for like Josei / shoujo kind of stuff, right?
Who's the animation studio on this? They look really pink.
I am not sure. It might be a smaller studio, to be quite honest. Lilix. Lilix was involved with Holy Night, No Money, OVAs,
What?
and in between for Devil Survivor 2, the animation.
So,
Holy Night, this one. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. All right then.
so
Yeah,
this series is about some 25-year-old chick that sneaks into high school, but then lo and behold, her 25-year-old friend from high school is also there, so they do shenanigans even though they're both 25 years old. So there's no sort of illicit teacher-student interactions that people
yeah,
like to like.
technically you can just think about it as cosplay. Is how you can think about it.
Wow, that will turn viewers off. No thanks from me.
Not illegal enough for me.
These looks like it's basically two perverts doing pervert things at a high school.
Yes.
Even though they're supposed to be diligently working.
I'm probably not gonna check it out I mean, the smut part of it looks pretty funny, but I'm not that interested. I mean, the thing is, like, especially for these kinds of series, what's gonna happen is like the first 2 episodes are gonna be like, "Hey, I discovered you," and then I'm going to do some blackmail-y kind of things to you, and that part's like interesting because they're like actually like proactively interacting and like reacting to each other, right? But then afterwards, it's just gonna turn to regular romance series. So who gives a fuck, right? So, and then after that, like the romance series is essentially going to be the girl cosplaying as a high school, girl, and the dude's going to be cosplaying as a teacher, except he's not really cosplaying because he is a teacher.
So it's gonna be like Steve Buscemi, that clip where he's like, "How do you do, fellow kids?" And she'll have like no idea about the lingo that high school students use nowadays.
Pop, wearing the cap, yeah, it's going to be like that.
Or
But
is
yeah, I
it-
might watch it, but not really expecting much. Dark.
I mean, the series was actually about her trying to fucking blend in and like learn about how, you know, high school life has changed and stuff, then I'd be for it. But something tells me that's not what this is
That's
about.
definitely not
So
what
It'd be
this is
definitely
about.
be better that way.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
was
So
pretty
I'm gonna give this one a hard no.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Too old for me.
Jesus.
No thank.
Okay.
Is this like a related to Slow Start, where instead of being held back for 1 year, she's been held back for 10 years?
Stop this.
Fucking
Stop
Super
it.
Saiyan got Super Saiyan Senior.
First
Yeah.
episode starts, she's just fucking drooling on the floor.
Yeah. Jesus. Anyways, next up, we have Gakuen Babysitters, which is another sort of like guy stuff. I guess not really. I know what it is. It's sort of like how what was that fucking Z? It's
Handsome?
like Chiki Boebu, the whole like Earth Defense love thing, right? The one where they all turned into like Power Rangers or whatever, Sentai shit. But it was like with like really gay stuff. But it kind of seems like a variant of that genre. Ryuichi and Kotaro Kashima are brothers. Ryuichi is in high school and Kotaro is still a toddler. After their parents are killed in a plane crash, the two brothers find themselves living with the chairwoman of the Morinomiya Academy, who herself lost her son and daughter-in-law in the same accident. The chairwoman, however, has one stipulation for the brothers in order to live with her. Ryuichi, the older one, has to work at the Academy's daycare center as a babysitter. So then he meets with the other guys who are also babysitters, presumably, and just kind of does that. So yeah, it's just about dudes taking care of babies. Like, I mean, I don't think it's like bad or anything like that, or like super gay in this case. It's like just like the dudes doing the dude things and then taking care of the people. But it's like, I'm not sure if it's gonna go into full like Fujo kind of stuff, or if it's just gonna remain like, oh, babysitting, doing babysitting things, like maybe more like how Hanamaru Yuchien kind of ish would go, but without the focus on the kids as much. But like, I don't know anything. I might check this out. I don't know, but Dark.
I'm gonna check it out and see how gay it gets. Probably.
So you're the same as me, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's like some daddy daycare bullshit going on where he's just like trying to figure out like how do I fucking take care of these kids. Then, you know, I think that could be pretty fun if there's like good comedy and stuff. But if the focus isn't really on that, then I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah. Near?
Too young for me. No thank you.
You mean too old, Kappa? Toast.
It sounds like a less interesting version of Beelzebub without the fight scenes.
Yeah,
And-
that could be another way to see it for certain. Yeah.
And I don't want it to delve too deep into Sagi Drop territory. So that's a
No,
no
that's
for me.
not a Sagi. This is not a Sagi. What are you talking about? Who are you? Stop.
Holy shit.
Stop that.
No thanks.
Stop putting images like that into our heads. Yeah. Next, thank you, Toast. Next up on the chopping block, we have Kokoku. This one is a little bit fucked up. In order to save her brother and nephew who have been kidnapped by a mysterious religious group known as the Genuine Love Society, Juri and her family cast a spell using a stone hidden by her grandfather to enter the world of stop time known as stasis. However, when they infiltrate the kidnapper's base, they're met by other people who can also move about freely. This Genuine Love Society thing sounds like the actual like cult or whatever that's in Japan, right? That like weird fucking cult.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't
Yeah.
know the name.
Yeah. But yeah, this just seems like science fiction into mystery action kind of stuff, but it's like also has like creepy cults. I don't know what else to say. I'm not sure how interesting, honestly, this would be. Like, a lot of it's just probably gonna be like jump scares. Essentially, based around like jump scare kind of stuff, in my opinion.
I don't know. The PV makes it look more like a thriller.
Yeah, I mean, but what is the thriller shit gonna be based around, right? Like,
I mean, there's like a Bloodborne boss at the end there.
Yeah, there's fucking monsters and shit. So definitely gets into the supernatural. But
yeah,
I don't know. It looks nice.
yeah, it definitely looks nice for
It's
sure.
got nice visuals. I might check this out, but I don't expect much because like supernatural thrillers aren't usually very good.
I mean,
like,
the issue I have with this is not so much the supernatural, like, what a thriller part. It's the fact that they're essentially doing this like very short dungeon crawl, right? Like 12-episode dungeon crawl, from my assumptions, right? And that, like, story wise is not particularly like it's a dead end, no pun intended, right? You're just kind of like going down levels and like seeing what more creepier and creepier shit there is. So that's what I'm kind of worried about. Not so much just like the fact that it's supernatural or whatever. But yeah. Dark.
I'm definitely gonna check it out to see where it starts to go. I mean, the concept and stuff is interesting enough. It's just like you said, if it does just start leading itself to a dead end, then it's gonna be pretty boring. But I mean, if they do cool stuff with it and it's good action, that'll be pretty dope.
Yeah.
So it has potential, but it also has potential to be not good at all. So we'll have to see. It's got some very interesting rap.
Yeah. that is true. Anyways, Toast. Yes, no.
Maybe. So I'll say
Okay.
yes. The PV made it a lot more interesting than the synopsis did.
Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable.
I want to see them have some time fights, like like JoJo style, Zawardo.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
You see how they're like teleporting between. Some dude was about to stab him and they teleport.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Personnel.
Just a jumper.
Yeah, just like that one movie.
All right. I guess with that, I guess I'll maybe check it out, but I'm not expecting too much from it. But moving on, we have Mamenoko, and I believe this is a short. This better be a
This
short.
totally looks like 24 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Toast. Mamenoko is a manga adaptation of the daily life of a household that has two cats, Azuki and Daizu. Azuki and Daizu belong to an office worker in her 30s who loves cats. The owner lives with her father, mother, grandfather, and her older brother, the latter of whom the cat's called Megane, or Glasses. Megane adopted a Shiba Inu dog named Maminosuke after Maminosuke's owner died. Maminosuke grew up around cats, so he actually thinks of himself as a cat. Whoa. That went from 0 to
Those
60
cats
quickly.
eating beans? Can cats eat beans?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah. We probably have to like soften it up or whatever at least. But yeah, it's a short with a dog that he thinks it's a cat and two cats that can probably talk because they have voice actors. But I might check it out because it's a short, but it looks also pretty funky. Dark?
Nah, I don't like the way it looks. It looks fucking weird. I don't like it.
Looks pretty wild. Near.
Is this supposed to be like a comedy or?
I think it's like a light, like
Slice of
something like
life?
comedy.
Political thriller.
Yeah. Probably not.
Okay. Toast?
No, I don't like beans.
All right.
That's good reason.
Thanks. And next one. This one is a pretty big one. Again, this one even showed up on previously before on top light novel rankings and stuff like that. It's quite popular. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good, but it is quite popular, especially in Japan. And it's called Ryuo no Shigoto. A teenage boy named Yaichi Kuzuryu happens to be this.
Kuzuryu, haha.
Kuzuryu happens to be the strongest shogi player in history, holding the top title of Ryuo, or Dragon King. One fateful day, shogi-loving elementary student Ai Hinatsuru appeared before him, claiming that he promised to be her master. So it's like shogi, but with
Are they all
lollies.
elementary school? Oh, they are, aren't they?
Probably. I haven't read this thing, so who knows?
I mean, they look like a lolly 1, lolly 2, lolly 1, lolly 2.
No,
and
they're
before that
probably.
lolly.
It's probably most of them are probably middle schoolers acting older who are still probably lollies, but I don't know. Like I have no clue. I don't even know the age of this boy. They haven't told
He's a
us.
high schooler, isn't he?
Oh, he's a high schooler?
Isn't he?
It just says teenage boy, but I don't
He's
know.
probably a high schooler.
Teenage man.
That's what we thought in Excel World too, and it turned out they were all middle schoolers
Well,
for whatever reason.
Whatever. So, so it's okay. There's not much of an age gap.
That's not how it works.
Stop.
Not how it works.
That's not how it works.
I mean, if it comes out this chick's like, you promised to marry me when I was like 1 year old, and I'd be like, no thanks.
This is definitely the age gap show now.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus, dark.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. Probably.
There
Yeah.
has to be a
Check it
reason
out.
why it's number 1 on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Toast.
Numbers
So,
don't lie.
Yeah.
If I want to watch shogi, I'll just watch Sankatsu no Lion.
Exactly. That's what I thought you were gonna say. Exactly. I might check this out just because of like how it kind of approaches shogi. Like I haven't read the series at all, so I want to kind of check it out. But obviously it feels like it'll go into some weird shogi lolly harem kind of stuff.
I have a sneaking suspicion it's probably not going to be about shogi that much.
Yeah.
What studio is doing this?
It's probably a pretty big, relatively decent studio. Oh, it's Project Number 9. What
Project
the fuck?
number 9.
Oh, it's the one who did the And You Thought There Is a Never Grow Online or Netuge.
Uh-huh.
Netuge no Yome. Yeah.
Okay.
It's that. And Tenshi no Sanpi.
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds a lot like Tenchi no Sanpei. In fact, this is just fucking Tenchi no Sanpei.
But with shogi.
Yeah.
Anyways, so check that out if you're interested in lollies playing shogi, I guess.
There has to be a
Anyways.
reason why this is number 1, so I'll definitely watch it.
I think we know the reasons. We just don't want to say it on this podcast.
The reason is Japan has fucking awful taste.
No,
Yeah,
they can't have
shogi's
all.
terrible.
They can't possibly have awful taste. Near they make the materials. They're not bottleneck like us gaijins. They clearly have refined taste. They
Yeah,
can choose from
There
so much.
must be a reason there's so much isekai.
Yeah, they can choose from so much isekai, dude. They must have these refined tastes.
You can either get hit by a truck or
Just die on
shot.
the streets. Yeah,
Just shot from a stray bullet that came from nowhere.
yeah, from a police, yeah, or a thief.
God
Something like that.
accidentally kills you, and he's like, my bad, let me reincarnate you.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, next.
I
piece of
hope
news.
this one will be the Usagi drop of our generation.
Shut up.
Please stop.
Next series, Karakai Josu no Takagi-san, or also known as Teasing Master Takagi-san. I think I've heard.
This
Well,
this one, this is the
this
one
but I
that
haven't
keeps showing up
seen-
on my Potato every now and then. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you might like this, and I'm like, no thanks, I haven't checked it out yet.
Nishikata is a middle school student who has suffered humiliation due to being teased by Takagi, the girl who sits next to him. Since then, he has vowed to one day do the same to her and succeed in teasing her. So this is like the whole like
Nice for him.
reverse of the whole like boys tease girls that they like and stuff like that, and then everybody who reads it's like, wow, it's like that's totally me. Haha, I want to be in his place, kind of shit, right? Or whatever. And then stuff happens.
You know,
So,
I was
Yeah?
I was thinking to myself, Ritsu's probably read this. And
Look at
And
that
then
forehead.
Toast said, "Nice forehead."
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's probably why.
Oh Jesus. Oh, Takashi Rie is playing the girl, and Kajiyuki is playing the boy. And what I was thinking was just now was I thought Kajiyuki was the girl, and Takashi Rie was the boy. I was like, that would be so good. I'm probably gonna check this out. I don't know how far it's gonna get, but I'll check it out. Dark.
Yay! Let's check it out.
Okay. Near.
Not my tempo.
Okay. Toast.
I have to, because it keeps showing up on Vitoto, and I'm like, I'll read it eventually, but if it's an anime, then I'm like, oh, fine.
Okay.
It looks kind of interesting.
Okay.
'Cause I know this has a spin-off already, so...
Really?
It has to be good,
Okay.
yeah.
So it has to be good.
If
of
it has a
course, yeah.
spin-off, it has to be good.
It must be.
Just look at Don Machi.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna puke now. Thanks. Next,
Wow, look at that forehead. Keeps getting bigger.
we're gonna skip over a basilisk and Yowamushi. These also are both sequels, I believe. And now we come to the nuclear bomb of this season. Violet Evergarden, the Kyoani show that has been much anticipated. Plot summary. A certain point in time in the continent of Telesis, the Great War which divided the continent into North and South has ended after 4 years, and the people are welcoming a new generation. Violet Evergarden, a young girl formerly known as The Weapon, has left the battlefield to start a new life at CH Postal Service. There, she is deeply moved by the work of auto memory stalls, who carry people's thoughts and convert them into words. Violet begins her journey as an auto memory stall and comes face to face with various people's emotions and differing shapes of love. There are words Violet heard on the battlefield which she cannot forget. These words were given to her by someone she holds dear more than anyone else. She does not yet know their meaning, but she searches to find it. So a lot of vague sentences here, but the idea is sort of an inverse plastic memories kind of thing, right? Where plastic memories was them going out to see like the robots, right? And this one is like the robots going out to see a man kind of thing, right? But either way, it touches upon the idea, the central idea behind both variants is to explore, I guess, schematic differences between humans and robots. And this one focuses a little bit more on sort of how, I guess, humans would process their emotions and how somebody not used to that would react to such things, right? Maybe replace a robot with a sociopath and you would have a similar theme, right? But yeah, I mean, this is the end of the line for Kyoani. Kyoani has been doing too much fucking Hibike Euphonium, free Comical Market, Chunibyo movie sequel OVA bullshit. This is honestly the end of the line. If they can't release a good series in Violet Evergarden, Kyoani needs to back it up. Kyoani is no longer will never be again considered a good series by me if they cannot make this right. So
Aspire to look nice.
fuck you.
Do
Fuck you.
Do you think when you hold her hand, is she going to be hot or cold?
That's the central question behind the ending of the season. But yeah, they were barely okay with Kyokai no Kanta, but Kyokai no Kanta was also much more promotional. You know, Kobayashi-san was sort of a filler.
Kanata had that idol episode, so it was like top
Fuck
tier
you,
shit, dude.
Don't talk about that fucking OVA. Kobayashi-san is like, you know, it was a filler thing at the end. It was a pretty straight truncation. Actually, it kind of skipped all over some other stuff, but and it kind of mixed together the chapters, so it wasn't that great of an adaptation in terms of like how the plot kind of ran itself. But in either case, it was more or less a filler stuff. This is the real.
Didn't flex their muscles at all with the visuals.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the real shit. This won, you know, an award, you know, from Kyoto Animations itself, I believe. Yeah, it won the grand prize, the first ever award. the first ever work to win a grand prize in any of the 3 categories: novel, scenario, and manga. And note that our podcast has repeatedly made fun of Kyoto Animations for never awarding awards to anything ever, right? They're always like, you guys get an honorable mention, or like, nobody wins anything this year, right? So this is like the only thing. The first ever
Essentially, in Kiwani's eyes, this is the greatest thing they've ever come across.
Exactly. They have given honorable mentions to everything else in their the recent fucking decade. Like so this is it. if they fail with this, like I don't know what to say. Like I'm just gonna be like I'm gonna be in a corner of the room like fucking bawling. But I'm gonna definitely watch it. I hope for the best. But dear God.
Is this Blade Runner 2048?
2014, yeah.
Grieve me. So thumbs up for me, but I'm not sure if it'll be a thumbs up around all the way until the end. Dark. Dark is dead again.
What? I'm dead? Hello?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Here now?
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm hey. I have to check it out, so I'm gonna check it out. I don't know if I'll like it. That fucking Blade Runner 2014 sounds better, but
Yeah, I want to watch that movie, dude.
Near.
Blade Runner a couple of years ago.
It's like the fucking like what is it like all those movies made from in like the 50s and 60s that are like the feature in 2000.
Or like fucking Evangelion that takes place in 2015.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways,
I mean, this is like objectively the biggest series of the season.
yeah, it really is.
I have to watch this. But yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat where like, if this show is like not even
it doesn't make you break down like in the first 3 episodes, like
if this show isn't fucking phenomenal,
yeah,
then I'm really, really, really just gonna completely lose faith in pretty much anything Kiwani does.
Like just us like hyping up Kiwani. Like Kiwani was just like, yeah, we're just gonna make more free sequels. Like they obviously weren't like making new stuff, right? They were like, yeah, we're just making free sequels, free movies, Chunibyo movies, Taco Market movies, and then we'll throw in like Hibiki Euphonium every once in a while and stuff like that. They won the award. This is it. This is the end of the line for them. They did this to themselves.
They also announced this like what was it,
like
2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago at least.
Like this thing's
kept delaying it and stuff too.
Yeah, they've had this for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if this isn't something that's like, one of the best things Kiwani's put out. Like what?
Yeah.
What do you say about Kiwani anymore?
Yeah.
Their recent track record hasn't been too hot.
Yeah.
And now this series, which is essentially Kiwani's big thing, like it's their hot shit. Like, this is their smoking.
It was this. Okay, Silent Voice was okay, but it's like a lot of that was like the fact that it was a silent voice, right? Like Koen no Katachi. Like,
yeah, I mean, Koen no Katachi's manga. It's also a movie, like
Yeah, exactly. It's not a full series.
Yeah, you can do a lot. You can do a lot more with a movie while also fucking up a lot less.
Yeah. But this
is Kiwani's their big dog. So if they fuck this up, it's like
it's over.
Like
it's over.
Can you really like expect anything smaller from Kiwani? Like,
yeah, exactly.
If they pick up some other random shit and they're just like, oh yeah, here's this. It's like, well, you fucked up your biggest thing. Like what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get excited for anything else you have.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they misjudged themselves in this one. Like they were like, wow, this is gonna be big, and then they just through it. They were like they fucked it. So
yeah, definitely the biggest series of the season.
mhm.
Maybe depending on your outlook, the biggest series of the year. But yeah, definitely have to watch this.
yeah. Toast.
If their magnum opus does not touch me on the level that Little Busters did for Kyoto Animation, then
JC
I
snapped
won't.
the Kyoto. What? JC snapped the little bus. What?
Clannad,
I just got so triggered right now.
You alright, Toast?
if this doesn't touch me on an emotional level like Clannad did
I think I just pulled a
10 years
hernia from
ago,
that reaction. Jesus
and
Christ.
yeah, and like you guys said, I will never trust KyoAni with anything ever again.
Yeah.
I still consider Clannad to be their best work.
That's reasonable. Somewhat.
And
Yeah,
this was what, 2 years
that's
ago?
pretty reasonable. Yeah. But yeah, well, we'll see how it goes.
I have
Next,
high expectations for this one.
we do. So do we all. Toast.
You better touch me.
So do we all. Toast. Okay, so next is Dame Prince Anime Caravan, which is like more Fujo stuff. We're gonna skip over that for a bit.
But it's 54 seconds.
I mean, there are plenty of short trailers.
But Spire is really looking forward to watching this.
54 seconds. Give us a synopsis. It's on
All
the list.
right. So, all right, we'll go over.
Why does that dude have a slap on his cheek? What did he do? I am emotionally invested in this character now.
It's a birthmark.
It's
fucked up that you brought that up.
Some shit based off like a smartphone game or something.
LA.
It's like a whole bunch of like royalty, like a reverse harem based around royalty that's surrounding this random girl that looks like Little Red Riding Hood for some reason, and then they
I
do
like
stuff.
that blue boy. He looks like Chevalier. What's his face?
Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, the game says that the Ani visits the religious and powerful country of Serampharan to attend a peace treaty signing ceremony between Serampharan and the military country of Mildonia. The ceremony was supposed to end without incident, but the princes of both countries are all idiosyncratic and hard to deal with. However, the anime will tell an original story different from the smartphone game and will be episodic. So what I told you, the entire paragraph was completely bullshit, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, on to the next series, which is also pretty bullshit. And especially bullshit is the fact that I had to fucking look it up in German so I could pronounce it. It's Martian Mädchen. Martian Mädchen.
Mädchen?
Apparently the proper way to pronounce it is like Mädchen or something like that.
Okay.
But Hazuki Kagimura is a normal girl who is usually alone. Her relationship with her new family is not going so well, so she retreats every day to the world of stories and books. One day after school, one of the library's bookshelves sends her to another world with a magic school where she meets Shizuka Tsuchimikado. She finds that girl is called Michian, who attend the school, are selected by old fairy tales and folk stories to wield their magic and are taught how to wield it in the school. The school has girls who are chosen by such stories as Kaguya Hime no Monogatari, Yushinboshi, the Freischütz, Shuten Doji, the Little Matchstick Girl, the Gigantic Turnip, Arthurian Legends, and the Ramayana.
Whoa.
Hazuki herself, I'm fucking going through so many languages for no reason. Hazuki herself is chosen by the Cinderella story. Wow, she's so special. She begins her new life at school to become a magic user and be friends with Shizuka. Yeah, this is the whole whole bunch of girls at an academy thing all over again,
Is
right?
this like the never-ending story, but with like Harry Potter and fate stuff?
What?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. But
Is this the fate grand order of books?
stop this. I might check this out, but I wasn't really interested in the other, like girls at the academy stuff as much, so I'm not sure why I'd be interested in this. Beyond like the first like 1 or 2 episodes. Dark
What?
girls at an academy.
Fate
Their
grand
powers
order
are
with
based
books?
off their fairy tale powers.
Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. If I hear good things, sure. If I don't, then no.
Okay.
This seems a little basic.
Okay. Near.
This PV looks like shit.
All right, good shit. Toast.
I like books. I like Magic Harry Potter schools. I like Shuten Doji and Fate Servants. This is right up my alley.
Okay, so this the next one coming up here.
You guys ever see that movie, The Page Master? Is it kind of like this?
No.
No.
What about The Never-Ending Story?
No.
Okay, so let me fucking move on. This next one, I think, among like all the series of this season, Violet Evergarden obviously was one we mentioned. Nier said it was one of the biggest stories of series of the season, bar none. This, I think, if we had to list top three most famous, this would definitely be one of them. The one I'm mentioning right now. Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody, also known as Deathmatch Kara Hajimaru Isekai Kyosu Kyoku. So plot summary. Programmer Ichiro Suzuki is transported to another world. In a foreign land, he finds that life is an adventure that is sometimes fun, sometimes serious, and full of girls. Yeah, the full of girls part is the important thing. It's an
Oh, that's
isekai,
CG.
power fantasy, harem rom-com, isekai, rom-com, isekai,
What?
isekai. It's like it's not as super slow, like terminally cancerously slow as some other isekai that is also popular, but like how Smartphone has become deathly fucking slow and ill. But Death March is still pretty slow. This will probably just be a promotional anime. Honestly, I might watch it like once to get the voice actors like voices in my head so I can kind of like transfer it over to when I'm reading the light novel. But beyond that, like I don't really give a fuck. So, Toast, you're the other person who's also read Death March. Yes, no?
You guys like summoning meteors to annihilate an entire dragon army and getting the next level that way?
Or
No.
Gravity? No, actually, no, that's Smartphone. That's still Smartphone. Fucking all these isekais!
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Toast,
not.
are you thumbing up or thumbing
This
down?
is mostly slice of life. It's like, hey, I killed all
Look,
these dragons, and now I'm rich, and I'm just gonna dick around doing things in this
I
world
mean,
because I
yeah,
can.
I don't think anybody's denying that. But are you gonna watch it or are you
No, I hate
not gonna
this
watch it?
series.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Of course I'm gonna watch this. I've been looking
Yeah.
forward to this one
Okay.
quite a bit.
Dark.
No, it looks like a fucking PS2 game in CG. I don't like it.
Okay.
No, like real talk, that CG looked like garbage.
You
Yeah,
like
the
that CG
CG
lizard? That
was
was pretty good.
unfortunate.
There was a frog, wasn't it?
No, it
Yeah.
was a lizard.
Shit. No.
Hold on, let me check.
Okay.
It
While
is
you're
a. Where are you? It's a lizard.
All right.
Thanks for
Moving
fact
on.
checking.
Moving on. Tagashi Kashi season 2. Again, if you're interested, check it out. Or as Nier says, don't because it's like done by a different studio entirely or something like that.
It's like the Data Live 2 of Data Live. Whoa.
All right. How to Keep a Mummy is the next one. Also known in Japanese as Mira no Kaikata. Plot summary. When high school student Sora Kashiwagi finds himself staring down a mysterious oversized package sent him by self-proclaimed quote-unquote adventurer father, the last thing he expects is for it to be opened from the inside by a little mummy so small it can fit in the palm of his hand. Probably a short, right? Yeah, it looks like just random things happening with a boy and his random toys that that are
You
surrounding him.
you can't
Maybe
put
I
water on that mummy. It'll get moldy.
It'll turn into a gremlin.
I thought you were gonna like burst out into chia kind of shit like or something.
Whoa, that
But
guy's
yeah,
got an oni, and that chick's got a dragon. Whoa, what's up with the
they,
series?
The other chick's got a dog.
yeah, I might check it out if it's like a short, but it doesn't seem like anything. It literally seems like nothing. Near.
Wow, that loser doesn't. Oh wait, he has a Muku Muku. Isn't that a Pokemon? Muku
Wait,
Muku?
Is this a confirmation? Near, you're gonna watch this?
wait a second. That girl's fucking cute. Yeah, I'll watch this.
Dark.
I mean, I've seen that people really like this series, and
Really?
yeah. You
Oh,
haven't seen the little mummy guy? A lot of people like him.
No,
Oh
no, no, no.
my.
I have no doubts that like all these are like cute and stuff like that. But I have no idea how the series is gonna go. Like art is cute, sure.
People have said it's a pretty fun thing.
Okay.
Do they like fight? Is this like
I'll
frame
definitely
arm girls?
watch it.
Girls both
Definitely
movie.
not. Yeah, Frame Arm Girls. It was also we thought was going to be a short, and it wasn't. But
That is true.
yeah, I guess let's see for this one. Maybe it'll be a short. It'll be weird if it is because there's a lot of characters. It looks like, and I'd like to see more than one episode per. So
Yeah.
I hope if it's a short, it's like a 10-minute one or an 8-minute something, not a full short.
Yeah, I do hope so too. Okay. Moving on.
Don't mummies have curses? Is he cursed or something?
Who
Yeah,
knows?
he's cursed to run into cute girls for the rest of his life.
Yeah, also to be that size.
His face will also turn into Brendan Fraser.
He's secretly a magi.
Next, this one is one I think is another gonna be not really like a guilty pleasure, but it's definitely gonna be one of my comfort series, I think, for the season. And it's called Takunomi. Manga original. Plot summary. Michiru Amazuki is a 20-year-old woman who moves to Tokyo for a new job. She moves into Stella House, a share house for women. Her housemates all have widely different jobs and ages, but as long as they have alcohol and delicious food, everything turns out fine. So this is sort of like a more josei style, girls doing whatever stuff,
Yeah,
and like
yeah. What was that
Yeah.
one series with that? That was a short with that chick that was eating things and drinking beer.
Waka Kozake.
Yeah, is this like this?
sort of. I think it's more along the lines of Bonoji, if you've read that manga, where it's a lot more
Premium
like
Yebisu.
Bonoji was like a very, very slow, like slice of life series. It eventually had development. I'm not sure if this will have as much like sort of growth, like focus on the growth, but it'll definitely like be kind of focused around, what people kind of do when they're chilling in the house and kind of messing around with others. So I'm definitely gonna check
So
this
it's a
one out.
bunch of OLs drinking beer and talking about OL things. I don't know. Boys?
Probably, yeah, probably. I'm gonna check it out. Dark.
Nice boy.
Yeah, I mean, hey man,
This is definitely a short.
fucking good alcohol and good food. I'll check it out.
And
Why
good
not?
friends. Ha 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 ha.
Haha.
Yeah.
Eat, pray, love. What?
A year.
Or one of them like a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
Probably one of them
Probably
is.
the
Like
one
they
that-
start like they like go out on violent tangents and they start breaking things.
The
It
one
starts
that
becoming like a survival game.
the one with the poor. That's probably her.
Yeah. No, she's a mixologist. She's the mixologist of the group.
I don't know. This doesn't seem like my kind of thing, so probably not.
If it's 3 minutes, I'll
Test.
definitely watch it.
Okay. Moving on, there is Hakuho Shinengi, it's the season 2 of that. And then this one, Hakata Tonkotsu Ramen. At first glance, Fukuoka seems like a peaceful city, but under the surface, crime is running rampant. The city's Hakata ward is home to the professionals of the underworld, professional killers, detectives, informants, professional revenge seekers, those skilled in torture, and more. And according to urban legend,
ninjas.
even a quote-unquote killer of professional killers exists in the city. When stories of the men of the underworld are told, a quote-unquote professional killer murder appears. So somebody who's killing the professional killers are appearing, and obviously these other like the main cast is like responding to that, presumably. Also the person who looks like the main girl in this series, that's voiced by Yuki Kaji. It's Lin Shanming. I don't know whether it's a girl or not though. Is that a female name?
I'm pretty sure Lynn's a female name, but
No, well, that could be the no. Well, that could be a family name, right? So
yeah, it could be.
yeah, so Shenming sounds like it could sound like a male kind of thing, but I mean, if it's a girl, that'll be pretty funny. Yukikaji voicing a girl. I'll definitely watch it if it is, but I'll check it out. I think it really depends on how like super edgy it's gonna be. But if it's gonna be like the like main cast kind of doing like a kind of fragile alliances kind of thing. Like, oh, we're gonna try to find out who the professional killer is, but then I betrayed you. Like, maybe that would be kind of interesting, but I don't know how it's gonna end up. So I'll check it out. Year?
I don't know. Maybe. As like stuff like this is really almost guaranteed to be bad, pretty much 90% of the time. So
Yeah.
it's
Why
hard to say.
why is a Chinese girl wielding a Japanese katana?
We don't know if it's a girl or not.
Why is this Chinese probably boy wielding a Japanese katana?
I like how you change it from 100% girl to 80% guy. Yeah, I don't know either. Don't ask me.
Because
Toast.
Nippon Steel, dude.
Yeah, Nipponese Steel. Toast, you gonna watch it?
Probably not. Toku's asking if this is like Durara without salty.
It's still a little bit more edgy than Jurara, because like I think Jurara focuses a lot more on just not so much like what like people are doing in terms of like, oh, I am doing this killing thing, I'm doing this edgy like battle thing. It's more just like Jurara has like super whack characters, and these whack characters are doing whack things.
And then they converge sometimes.
Yeah, and then they like magically converge because that's just how the story has to end up being. But this one is a little bit different.
Is this PV supposed to invoke Persona 5 like feelings with all the colors? Because that's what I think they're trying to get, and it's not working very well in their favor.
I
don't
am
know.
not sure.
I don't know what kind of feeling it's trying to invoke.
Yeah. Dirk.
The way
What?
per se. What?
What?
You're cutting out.
Oh, I don't like the way. I don't really like the way it looks all that much. Like, I think it looks kind of bad. I think the premise is okay if it's like more of a wacky type thing and not like dark and edgy. Because if they go like, but it doesn't seem like they're going full like dark with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Especially
I'm pretty
with
sure
like
this
the
is
music and shit.
Chinese, and
Oh, is
Chinese
it?
like.
I'm not sure. It might be Chinese, but
I mean, the names make me think it's Chinese, but China likes their edgy stuff.
yeah. But yeah. I mean, yeah. It depends on
Fight
where
is
the
slow
plot
and boring.
Apparently the novel series also has a collaboration with Ryogo Narita's Durarara novel series. So it's probably like the author at least got some ideas from Durarara, probably. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So you'll probably check it out a little bit, Dark, or what?
Yeah, I'll probably give it like at least a couple of episodes just to see how it goes. Because I don't know, from the PV, it looks like it's going like a little bit more. I don't want to say tongue in cheek, but it's not gonna be like doom and gloom type shit,
Yeah.
which I would much prefer it not to be.
Right. Okay. Next is going to be Beatless. With the introduction of an ultra-advanced AI that surpasses human intelligence, beings that mankind is yet to fully comprehend, made from materials far too advanced for human technology, began coming into being. Lacia,
boy.
It showed up.
Oh boy.
Lacia, an HIE equipped with a black coffin-shaped device, is one of these. In Boy Meets Girls fashion, 17-year-old Arato Endo has a fateful encounter with the artificial Lacia. So yeah, it's girl meets boy, robot meets human, 3D porn
Nice cars.
galore kind of stuff.
Action.
I have no idea what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be like brief moments of action interspersed with the boy being like, "Wow, this girl is cute," kind of thing,
Wow,
right? It's
you're a robot.
robot.
Wow. I am not a robot.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think there's really gonna be much more beyond that. I'll check it out, but I'm not expecting to be real impressed.
Am I living in the future?
Yeah.
Whoa, this PV.
Yeah. Nier, are you gonna watch it? Am I?
Nice sword.
I don't know. I mean, it's Dio Media, and it's like,
Yeah, I mean, Dia Media is not gonna have like terrible audio visuals like almost ever, but
I mean, they're not gonna be terrible, but they're not gonna be like super
they're not gonna
amazing
improve upon
either.
the plot or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out, but just the fact that it's like the fact that you had to put the male main character in there in the first place is just bad sign to me. Like
You
if
mean
just
bad
had,
sign as in like it's gonna go pretty standard path?
yeah, like if you just had robot like these robot girls like duking it out, and everyone was like, "Whoa, where'd these robots come from?" You know, it's kind of like an action fair, maybe. But if you're like, whoa, I'm just a normal high school boy. Whoa, here's this robot chick, and she's fighting stuff, and I'm doing jack fucking shit. But
Yeah,
here's
exactly.
this story about me doing jack shit as I freak out about these robots.
Yeah, and then the
I don't give a
girls just doing all
shit,
the girl
dude.
stuff. Yeah.
I just want to see robots fighting. All right.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay, so probably
Maybe.
trepidate. So maybe like you'll watch episode 1, trepidation.
Yeah.
Okay, dark.
I put it in chat, but like sounds like some recreator shit, and that wasn't good. So no.
Can we no? Can we not compare it? Go on. It's not
I
gonna be like
mean, what do you mean?
recreators.
Can we not compare it? Like that
I
whole.
don't think it's gonna be like.
Well, that
Whoa.
whole thing of like it's just like the main character is just some fucking guy, and then here's all these like girls and shit fighting around him, and he doesn't really have much to do in it. Like I don't care about that then.
A million other series has done that before, recreated.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying in general, like that
yeah. A
that
lot of
same like type of setup is just fucking boring
yeah.
to me, so I don't really
I would
go
also
for
like
that.
to mention that in defense of Beatless, although I'm not sure if it actually should warrant a justification in the first place, but or if it even needs one, or if it even deserves one. But Recreators, a lot of its problems also stem from the fact that it went too hard in the paint, like in the initial sort of like creation of like what themes it's going to explore with the whole like like who are the real like the story makers, what happens when they interact, like what is this reality we are interacting with, like some really fucking bullshit stuff, right? I'm not sure if Beatless will do this. Obviously they'll have something like are we really like what happens when we lose power of the technology that we try to control, blah blah blah. They'll probably do some bullshit like that, right? But a lot of it's probably just going to be like girls fan service doing girl fan service stuff. Right.
I guess.
So at least I'm not sure if that's an actual justification, but that's sort of like the difference in a sense. So toast.
No.
Okay. All right. Then next on the list here, Hakume no Mikochi, and I believe Nier was pretty excited about this one.
Yeah.
Hakume and Mikochi are two 9-centimeter tall, about 3.5-inch tall dwarf girls who live deep in a forest. This is a manga original.
What kind of forest? Is it like a normal forest or like a bunch of grass because they're 9 feet tall, 9 inches tall?
It's a forest made out of fire.
Nice.
Yes.
What kind of forest do you think it is?
It could be like grass that hasn't been cut in a long time. How would they
That's
know?
not a forest, Toast.
In their perspective, it could be. They're like 9 inches tall.
Yeah, grass is shorter than 9 inches, dude.
I said it hasn't been cut in a long time. How?
It's like, I think Toast is talking about
Toast,
like,
I'm pretty sure if you're like as tall as the trees, it's not a forest.
I think what Toast is like trying to like envision it's like Pokemon like Weeds or whatever. It's like if you get stuck in those, you might think it's like a forest or
It's
something.
tall grass near.
Tall grass. You might encounter a wild Pokemon kind of thing.
Oh, there's a frog.
But yeah, it is done by who's done by Lurche. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
So Lurche pretty solid here. Obviously the names are pretty good too. Shimoji Shino, who did I believe the Stella and the Mahou yeah. Yuki Aoi, so on and so forth. And the story sounds pretty cute, but what interested you in this,
now,
Nier?
See, they built their house on this tree-like thing. All right, are we sure that's a normal tree, or is it just a bush?
It's just a bonsai tree. Nier, what attracted you to this specifically?
The art style, first and foremost, pretty nice looking. Other than that, the characters are pretty cute. I like the character designs.
Cute.
The show looks pretty cozy,
Mhm.
and I don't know, just something about it kind of resonated with me. It's a nice take on the usual, just like here's girls in a fantasy setting. You know, it sort of put a spin on it. And it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
I'm interested to see where it goes.
Okay. Dark.
Pretty much same thing as Nier. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the backgrounds a lot. They look cool.
Yeah.
Character designs are not something you usually see. So
Okay. Toast.
Nah.
Okay. I'm probably gonna check it out just because it's like it looks pretty cute and obvious and interesting.
How tall is 9 inches anyway? It's like
It's 3. It's 9 centimeters.
9
Yeah.
centimeters. Wow, it's even shorter than I thought. So yeah.
Yeah, that's shorter than 9 inches.
So it could be just regular grass, just that hasn't been cut in a long time.
All right, maybe they're stuck in a forest of grass. Despite that picture
What if
of
this is the
trees.
Amazon rainforest?
Despite these, being made of wood and stuff.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Anyways, next up is the Killing Bites. Killing Bites is like it's like this.
Like kilobyte?
No.
Oh, what?
It is a supernatural series, I guess, in a sense. It's not really like fantasy or whatever, but
Nice muscles.
yeah, so it's like these gladiator like slave animal people like fight with each other to like
It's like Bloody Roar.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, but
Bloody Roar, the fighting game.
oh, what the fuck? No, I don't know. But it just
Is it like Kimono Friends mixed with Bloody Roar?
Yes.
no. Stop this. But it is essentially just the girls and their enemies doing animal gladiator fighting things, and then the main character I believe is like this beta
Whoa,
male.
that hippo dude.
It's like this beta male that gets like criticized by the main heroine, right? Who is the cat girl here that you see. I believe she is the cat, right?
should have that or like some kind of werewolf thing.
Yeah. But yeah, she acts as like sort of these sadist
I
to.
think she's like a badger or something.
Yeah, I forget what the exact animal it was.
Fucking honey
Some
badger.
bullshit.
Probably a honey badger.
Yeah. But she acts as like the sadist to this MC beta male's like masochist kind of stuff, and some people get off to that, and that's essentially the series.
Man, this totally
like-
is Bloody Roar.
It's like really shitty, or it's not like super shitty, but it's pretty shitty. The last time I like read it when it was translated, it wasn't updated that much, but like the parts of it that I did read, it wasn't very good. I don't know what else to say about it.
Oh, there's a Sonic in here.
So probably thumbs down for me, unless there's like mad fan service. Other than that, no.
Is this like the Zodiac War but better?
That's not a very high standard, but no, it's probably worse than Zodiac War. Toast.
Maybe.
All right.
I
Near.
don't know, man. I like Bloody Roar. I like Kimono Friends.
Near.
Is this like when you're talking about like fucking main character being beta male and then the like the female protagonist is like, like
Duelist.
all I guess
Sadistic.
hardcore. And, like,
hardcore.
she's just fucking killing people left and right and shit.
Yeah.
And like, pushing them on and stuff. And it makes me think of like some fucking like dumb Mirai Nikki shit. And that's not a good vibe.
Well, Mirai Nikki even wasn't that pushy. Killing Bites is like really pushy. Like super pushy.
But,
like the girl's just like, why the fuck are you even like in my life? Kind of like pushy. Kind of.
I'm waiting for the subs to call the main character a cuck. And
I'm waiting for the subs to reference Garrigate.
and then they'll call him a soy boy.
Soy boy. Go listen to NPR. Good. So, like,
yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. This seems like an action series with not really the best audio visuals. So
yeah.
I think I'll probably pass.
Dark.
Look forward to seeing art of that girl, and that's it.
Yeah. It's just gonna be ending up in like a million dojins, or like at least in Western
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It'll be something. It'll be something, all right.
The only thing I really remember from the series is it had a fighting game announced for it a few years back, and it got canceled like this year. So
very unfortunate. But moving on. Moving on, Disastrous Life of Psychos.
That's a sequel.
Yeah, it's a sequel, I know. And then this last one, or not the last one, but like I think again what I referred previously about the top 3 in terms of like big names or big things that are coming this season. I think this is the third one. And
why would it be a big name? No one knows about this.
Fate Extra Last Encore.
Yeah, nobody knows about Fate.
Nobody knows about Fate.
Yeah. By Shaft, which makes it even better.
Cool.
And not only
Never heard of him.
Yeah, not only is it by Shaft, it is also being directed by the one and only Akiyuki Shimbo Akiyuki. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Yeah. So yeah, and this is all being done by the usual cast who helped with the Red Saber stuff, like the voice actors and so on. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's I personally don't know anything about this series. So
why are you even here?
Yeah, why do I even exist? Yeah, I apologize for even existing. Here.
I'm like obligated to watch this, dude.
Obligated, contractually obligated. Yeah.
There's a metaphorical gun in my head.
With Berserk.
Shut up. I mean, it's Shaft, it's Fate, it's Akiyuki Shimbo. Like,
there's no reason to not be really driven away or anything like that.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like,
yeah,
there's that potential for it to be not so good.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
but then you're ignoring it.
That would be really unfortunate.
That'd be really bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, it's Fate. Okay. Why
not? Dark.
Wednesday to Mari season 3, man. Or actually, no. What is it? Season 5? I don't even remember. I mean, I'll eventually watch it. I should probably fucking finish 0 first, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much same thing that Nier said though. Like it'd be a damn shame if it wasn't good, but if it is good, it'll probably be like really, really fucking good. So
Okay.
I'm
All right.
anticipating somehow.
Okay. So, Toast.
What's up?
Last but definitely not least. Yes, though.
I mean, did you guys? Shaft has been tied to Fate since they did the openings for CCC, so this was an inevitability.
I don't know about it being an inevitability, but yeah, I mean, there's certainly
Silver
tied
Link's
to-
got their Prisma Ilias. UFO Table's got their good stuff. So where does that leave Fate Extra? It's got to be Shaft.
Okay.
I predicted this a
Okay,
long time
that
ago.
doesn't rule out the possibility of it being bad, Toast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a lot to live up to. This I
It
don't
does.
remember if
It
this
does.
was a. This is probably a retelling of the original Fate Extra. I think
More than likely.
they
There's-
mentioned multiple masters in here, right? Like you're gonna see male protagonist and female protagonist. But what if we get Red Saber? Where's Caster gonna go?
I mean, she'll probably just belong to another master. They'll probably just
That's me.
shoehorn her in.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any possibility of me not liking this.
You literally see no possibility of
Literally 0%.
I don't see any way they could
Negative
mess this up.
100%.
like Akiyuki Shimbo could like mail himself to Toast's home and like start like stabbing him in the chest, and he'd be like, "Yeah, Fate Extra was still like decent." I
Pretty
think."
good.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't see any way this could go wrong. It's Fate Extra. It's got Saber, Red Saber.
No, I mean, I agree with you. There's definitely, I mean, Akiyuki Shimbo kind of left a lot to mostly his
I
own
mean,
devices.
I don't even
plus or
care
minus
if it's
not to,
Akiyuki
right?
Shinbo. And it's
With
like
Shaft and, like,
that's just like icing
You just
on the
think because
cake.
it's like
for
Fate
us.
Extra, it's gonna be fine.
That's pretty much it. I mean, the Grand Order
As
anime
long as-
was kind of.
As long as Nero goes Umu, it's a fucking 10 out of 10 for Toast.
I can't disagree with that. I really can't.
All right. That's
Like I'm
that's
racking
fine.
my brain here trying to figure out how this could go wrong, but I don't think it can.
All right, I can be okay with that. I can
I
agree
mean,
with
like
that.
the only way I could see this going wrong is she dies at the end, but she's not going to. She's way too popular.
All right.
She's like what the top. She's in the top 3 Saber lists now, between Saber,
The fact
Saber,
that
and Red
Saber
Saber.
list even exists. Just- anyways,
Disregard possible pacing issues or, what have you.
yeah,
It only comes down to whether she dies or not.
yeah.
I have high expectations for this, so I'll definitely watch it. You'll be hearing me talk about it.
Yeah. Point made, definitely, but we'll see how it goes. And next on the list, we have, speaking of what Toast mentioned about the age gap not being that big earlier on, Koi wa ameagari no yoni. So after this is also like the subtitle or the caption title or the English title is called After the Rain. So this is plot summary. 17-year-old high school student Akira Tachibana is a girl who barely expresses herself. She harbors a secret crush on Masami Kondo, the 45-year-old manager of the family restaurant she works at part-time. So yes, it is a 17-year-old girl who has a crush on
So 28.
45. Yes. No, that's 38. No, it's 28. You're right. Sorry. I was thinking it was 50.
A
28-year-old
55-year-old
what?
man.
Yeah, I thought it was saying 55-year-old instead of 45. Yeah.
Quick maths.
Is the guy married though? Do you have to
Probably.
be married to run a family restaurant if you don't have a family?
What?
Those are quite some shower thoughts, Toast. Let's ponder about those
I
later.
wasn't
but,
ready for this, dude.
I might check it
This
out,
TV
depending
tells
on how
me
it goes.
nothing.
Because it's like if it's much more like introspective, just like the girl being like, what is this sort of like? How do I kind of deal with this, right? Because it's like again, at the end of the day, it's a 45-year-old, that she's trying to hook up with and stuff like that. If she kind of does a lot more introspection, and it's a lot more quiet and kind of going through the pacings, right? Going through that introspection, going through that growth. I think it'll be an okay series, and I'll watch it. But if it's just like, man, I have a crush on this dude, and it's like episode after episode of just like awkward interactions and stuff like that, I'm dropping it like a hot fucking rock. Dark.
I mean, I wish we could see what the fucking guy looks like. That'd be
Yeah, me
nice.
too.
Fat old man.
How I get how bad D. All right. But yeah, thumbs up or thumbs down. Or are you gonna just maybe try out the first episodes or first couple of episodes?
I'll probably wait and hear from other people because it depends on what it is. Like,
That is true.
I don't know. Like this series could we get nothing from the PV. We don't even know what the fucking guy looks like. We don't know his story. Like, I'm not really looking for a show about crazy ass infidelity
Mm-hmm.
from the fucking schooler's point of view.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Although it could be interesting, but that leaves itself open to also just be like weird smut kind of thing. But I doubt it would be, judging by the PV's tone.
Yeah.
But there's I don't know. There's a lot there, and we don't have anything for it. So
that's true.
I'll probably wait. I'm sure you'll watch it.
Yeah.
Cecilia linked a picture of the guy, and he looks old.
He doesn't look that old. I mean, he's a 45-year-old man. It's like I don't know what else to say. But that romance seems very spontaneous. But yeah, what is it gonna say? Nier.
It's got Aimer as the ending theme. That's nice.
What?
Ah, that is true.
No, I gotta watch it.
That's pretty much all I got out of the PV.
I mean, you guys like that Brave Shine? Because I really like that Brave Shine.
Brave Shine's pretty good.
And you got Aimer and Heaven's Fail, so...
Of course. But, I mean, it's Wit Studio. It's going to look nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. It depends on, it depends on how this relationship is, right? Because,
if it's innocent, then okay.
If
fine.
it's something like Kaji and Asuka in Evangelion, where Kaji's very aware of Asuka trying to essentially sleep with him, because she wants to be more adult, and Kaji essentially uses that to he doesn't accept her, but he uses her affection of him to essentially shape her into a more mature individual, right? If it's something like that, it'll be very interesting to watch.
Right. Or it'll be okay if it stabilizes into something like how the romance, how some relationships worked in Funeo Ambu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really want to watch something where it's like, age doesn't matter as long as you love each other when there's a fucking over 20-year gap.
That only works if you dedicate literally your entire book to exploring that topic, and only Usagi Drop has really done that so far.
Yeah, that's not really something I want to go through again.
Exactly.
A lot of people get really fucking mad at Usagi Drop. I don't really. I feel like
it was pretty obvious it was going that direction.
I feel I mean, it went the direction it wanted to, and
it's not angry, but it's very, very slow. It has to be that slow, kind of.
Yeah. That's not something I really want to see out of an anime.
Yeah, exactly. I understand.
But yeah, if it's a relationship what I talked about, that happens in Evangelion, then I'm all for this. The show looks nice from the PV, and it would be interesting to watch something like that. But if it's just like this weird fucking age gap thing, romance. That's not something I'm into. Sorry. So it'll really depend on what kind of show this actually is.
Yeah. Toast.
It's not screaming out to me right now, so right now it's a no.
Okay. Okay, so with that, we will finally move on to, or I guess move on to our final series, which is Darling in the Franxx. I assume that's how we pronounce it.
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
Frank. I'm pretty sure the mech is just called Franks. So
Okay, Franxx. So Darling in the Franxx.
Who's the darling?
It's like some like post-apocalyptic like mecha kind of stuff. Again, it keeps reminding me of Guilty Crown in terms of like how the setup is. What is it? And the art reminds me of Anohana, which I guess they did take some of the artists from there. But yeah, other than that, it just reminds me of Guilty Crown for the most part. Oh, apparently Toloveru's Kentaro Yabuki, the writer, Kentaro, I believe, right?
yeah.
Is it the writer or is it the artist?
I don't know delivery stuff.
Oh no! It's the artist. Kentaro Yabuki's new art for the art he's working on is Darling in the Franxx apparently. But yeah, anyways, yeah, it just kind of looks like Guilty Crown for the most idea. Oh, here's the story, maybe? Okay. The story is set in the distant future. The land is ruined and humanity establishes the mobile Fort City Plantation. Pilots produced inside plantation live in Misteltain, also known as the Birdcage. Children live there knowing nothing of the outside world or the freedom of the sky. Their lives consist of battling to carry out missions. Their enemies are mysterious giant life forms known as Kyoryu, and the children pilot robots called Franxx face off against them. For the children, riding the Franxx proves their existence. A boy named Hiro is called Code 016, and he was once known as Prodigy. However, he has fallen behind, and his existence seems unnecessary. Not piloting a Franxx is the same as ceasing to exist. One day, a mysterious girl known as 02 appears before him. Two horns grow out of her head. Yeah, it seems like Guilty Crown for the most part.
So, a big side note here is that this is the next Trigger show.
Yes, and along with A1 Pictures, so
yes,
it's a pretty big collaboration.
This is Trigger and A1 Pictures. This is what Trigger announced as one of their, I guess, big 3 pillars for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So this is supposed to have quite a bit of money into it. Quite a bit of effort put into it.
For sure. Yeah.
I get a little bit more of sort of a Eureka 7 vibe, more than a Guilty Crown vibe, but
Eureka 7 is well, yeah, I guess.
I didn't get too.
I
didn't get too into Guilty Crown, so you know.
No, I can see that.
But I'm kind of excited for this because Trigger can do good things. But I'm also kind of worried about this because Trigger.
This is an anime original, though. Who's the writer / like series composition person?
1 sec.
And before Genu Uruchi Kappa.
Darling
For 3 episodes.
Franxx, it is
Atsushi Nishigori and Naotaka Hayashi. So who are these people?
Nishigori Atsushi did animation.
He just did the script is just for Penny and Stalking with Gardevoir. And where's original composition? Series composition. Can we see this? Okay. So he's done series composition for the TV Idol Master, which wasn't bad. I mean, it was decent, but a lot of the stuff he's doing is like character design and stuff like that. So that's what the director is much more focused on this art part. And now Takahashi is the main screenwriter, who's done script for Memories Off, original creator behind Plastic Memories. Interesting. Robotics Note, scenario, Steins Gate scenario supervisor. So he's worked with he's like a Nitro Plus guy, is what I'm getting here, right?
Probably.
And then he also kind of did his own thing in Plastic Memories. So it'll be interesting to say the very least. I am much more inclined to give this a fair shot now that I look at what this guy did. I'm not sure whether it'll turn out super well. I mean, I don't think Plastic Memories was super like a masterpiece or anything like that, but it's definitely worth taking a look at the very least now.
Well, I mean, you have to. The most important thing about this, I think, is the fact that it's a mecha series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at this point in the game, the most important thing about a mecha series is not the mechs, but the people piloting the mechs, right?
Exactly.
Like you can't make a mech show and just be like, here's this big fucking robot blowing shit up, right?
Yeah.
Like that's been done.
If they do that, they need to be fully committed to selling them.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, you need to go like the first little bit of Gurren Lagann route and just like not even fucking care about a story and just have a visual spectacle throughout the entire thing.
Exactly.
And,
exactly.
That's definitely not what this is going to be. So it's really going to have to go into, what I guess the initial premise is of, these pilots feeling like piloting the robot gives them a sense of, essentially existence, right? It makes them, I guess it gives them an anchor in reality, and it gives them purpose,
Right.
And with the main character not piloting a robot, what that means, just not have that feeling of being, useful, I guess, being part of the world around you, and it's going to be really important to establish kind of like what this series' message is and what it how it tells that. I think if it dallies too long on like cool robots doing flashy things, it's gonna fall on its face and just be like, here's this half-baked philosophical bullshit that doesn't actually mean anything in the end.
The good thing is it'll have probably or at least 22 episodes of that, right? It can't. The pacing is going to be super important for this, and it's an anime original, so it can't rely on whatever successful adaptation was before it to help out with this pacing.
Yeah.
I
think this is going to be really important for Trigger.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so we're probably both gonna at least check it out. Toast?
Nah.
Really? Dark?
I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. I think it also though, it's like there's a danger in it doing like half-baked philosophical bullshit and just like too much mech stuff. But at the same time, it's like there's also a huge danger of them lingering far too long on like the same questions, which I'm also like worried about too, because it's like, I mean, the premise is pretty pretty damn basic. So it's like I don't know, the whole birdcage thing and them not knowing the sky. It's like that's so fucking on the nose that like. I just hope that it's not relying too heavily on the concept and it is going to really like show through in its characters. but we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Right. Okay. I guess we'll see. Again, this is probably definitely one of the more hyped series of this season, along with a lot of others. But overall, what did you guys kind of think about this upcoming season here? Kind of hyped, kind of impressed. What's any adjectives maybe you like to ascribe to the season in general? Dark
Colors.
colors, all the colors.
Very, very colorful season.
Yeah, that is true. Dark. I mean, sorry. Toast. Excuse me. Or Dark. Were you about to say something?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, it seems like it'll be a pretty solid season. There's less, but it seems like there's also a good bit more potential than previous seasons. So, I am looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Toast.
What's up?
What do you think generally about this upcoming season?
I have high hopes for this season.
Okay.
You got Overlord, you got Fate, you got Death March, you got Violet Everglades. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lots of stuff that I've been looking. Card captors. That was one out of left field. It came recently, but I'm definitely looking forward to all of those. And
Shit. Tomatsu Haruka is the one voicing the pink-haired girl, so she also knows how to do crazy pretty. But yeah. Nier.
One word?
You can do one word, yeah.
Volatile.
Volatile. Very nice.
That I think this is probably the most. I think this is probably one of the most high stakes seasons in a very long time.
Yeah, but that's sometimes how you gotta go, right? You can't stay in the safe zone forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have
Gotta bet it all.
You have Kiwani's. You have Kiwani essentially putting everything on the line. You have Trigger with this really important series. You have Madhouse doing fucking shit completely out of left field. You've got a lot of these big studios just doing some surprisingly important stuff.
Right.
And I think
Important being a pretty key word. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot riding on a lot of series this season, and it'll definitely be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Yeah.
if Fate doesn't do well this season, how will that affect Heaven's Feel?
It won't affect Heaven's Feel at all, dude. It's a better question to ask how it'll affect Shaft.
Yeah. It means Heaven's Feel will never come out in your lifetime, Toast. Your grandchildren will have to watch it.
They already has a release date. Part 2 already has a release date.
That's what happened to Part 1 too.
Part 1 had a release date too.
But
It showed it right at the end of the movie. It's like coming. ... And I was like,
anime trailers can't lie. People on the internet are not allowed to lie.
You can't lie. You can't lie in a movie trailer, Spire.
It's part of the movie. Had a release date for quite a while too. Had quite a few release dates.
They were just trying to pick out of the good ones.
But Fate can make more money than Kizumonogatari because he got 3 movies.
All right.
Kizu had 3 movies too.
Yeah, but
anyway,
it's double the content. 2 hours.
All right. Let's stop talking about fucking delayed deadlines. Understanding what Nier said perfectly well about what Nier said about the season being volatile. I would like to say it sort of not in a counter sort of to combat his thing, but rather just supplement it. I like for my adjective to be comfortable. I think for me, not only doing this podcast with you guys, and I'm probably going to be even more sappy this upcoming awards show. And there is an awards show next episode, guys. So stay tuned for that, or stay tuned for that too. It's going to be great. But even before this podcast, I personally felt that winter has always been one of the more interesting seasons. Just like, again, people are experimenting, people are kind of putting their new stuff out to strut when it's not, the busy summer season where everybody's just kind of doing rom-com and like doing whatever sells for the comic and whatever sells in Akihabara, right? People are kind of putting out the interesting stuff. So that always makes me super comfortable because that's the point, right? Like to reach these high standards, to potentially get good series, they need to step out of the comfort zone. And this doesn't mean just having wacky premises that lead into rom-com or wacky premises that lead into the same shit. It means doing different series, having very interesting variants of a series and going somewhere else with it and thinking or showing or writing about different ways different characters think about different things. And, this winter season also, potentially can deliver on these things. So I always feel very comfortable when I see these series. I know, it's not going to be another season of, me being like, should I watch this series? Or I don't really feel comfortable just like having to, kind of almost grind through a series for the season. And I'm sure, everybody here on this podcast kind of knows that feeling where you're just like, I don't really like 100% want to watch it, but I guess I should just kind of finish it kind of thing, right? But I think a lot of these series this season is proving up to be kind of the opposite of that, kind of like, oh, I'll definitely want to kind of go through it. So definitely comfortable for me, at least. But yeah, again, with that, we are done with the winter preview show. And again, as I said, next episode, which will be on a Saturday instead of the Sunday, which we're doing this podcast right now, but it'll be the Sunday of 30th of December. And that will be our 2017 awards show. So again, at the end of every year, we give out awards, whether good or bad, to the series that, we want to give the series out for this awards and awards for, and this usually doesn't count series that are continuing into the next year. And it usually does not count the series that are like ending, like they started last year and like ending this year or whatever. Obviously it like varies on case by case, but it's pretty limited. But yeah, always a very exciting episode, or always a very exciting and funny episode. Gets a little bit sappy from time to time, but we deal with it. But yeah, so be sure not to miss that. That's like one of our best shows, every year period. So check that out. If you're interested in listening to more of our podcasts, again, thanks to all the viewers and listeners out there. You can check us out here on twitch.tv/4PlayerAnimecast. That's with the number 4. And as well as check our social media for various updates on our Facebook, 4PlayerAnimecast, and on our Twitter. Twitter handle is @4PPAnimecast, all with the number 4. And you can check out our website, 4PlayerAnimecast.moe, where we upload all our content, whether it's podcast, sidecast, interviews, or other anime-related content or Japanese animation-related content. You can check them out on various formats: Twitch, YouTube, MP3, and we have uploaded our MP3 onto Google Play Music as well as iTunes, so you can check them out on the go. We do this podcast every other Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we talk about the latest and greatest and Japanese animation-related stuff, anime, manga, visual novels, light novels, all the good stuff. And yeah, so if you like us, just follow us here, check us out there. And as always, see you next time.